So, as you know,
I wasn't gonna say the review of the reality,
but they need to know.
No.
Welcome to the checklist. I'm Ompile.
This is Tero.
And you're back with us on the checklist. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're regular, thank you for tuning in again. Please don't forget to follow us at the checklist 11 on Instagram. Let's get into this video. So, as you know,
I wasn't gonna say the review of the reality,
but they need to know.
No, the reason why I don't want to do that whole introduction is because you know what, this reality show is not glamorous. It's not, you know, it's not the type of it's not lifestyle and the type of stuff that I'm into. But I've fallen in love with this reality TV show. It took me a while to get into it, and I thought I should share it with everyone. You recently also got into it. My mom and I started it very early. When it started, we started watching it. So the reality TV show that we're talking about today is
Ready to Quit.
Mamaka, only the brothers, Walitu.
Ngwanake, mara kingi. Nake phumeletse because nake tsa chelete ba mpitsa makwera. Mmurule makwera mavetana.
Now okay. Ke emetse setho ba gona sepe se ke se emetse.
That puts a stamp mo goreng there's no family. Ha itse mosola family ke.
Join Thabang Sefoto every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. only on channel 157.
On 157 Moja Love, if you don't know it.
And it plays at 8:30 on Saturdays.
On Saturday, 8:30 on Saturdays. So this is a 13-episode series. The presenter's name is Thabang Sefoto. He's a recovering drug addict. So what he does is that he takes in 15 people, you know, out of the streets, Rustenburg, Moruleng, specifically the Northwest. He takes 15 people off the street. So he wants to help them so that so he can show them a better life, because he recovered, you know. So he feels like other people can be like him. He can help others. So then he takes 15 people off the street. They go to a facility in Northwest. It's called Sandpark
in Klerksdorp.
Yes, in Klerksdorp in the Northwest province. So these are at the facility. They meet psychologists, therapists, and social workers that help them,
and matrons as well. Matrons
for they there for like a 28-day program. That's where they have to get out their addiction and all of that and stuff. So we see waves on that show. A lot of stuff happens, relapsing, others stick to their program. So it's a very emotional series. It's not something that you normally see, you know. So yeah.
What I like about the show is that apart from the pandemic that we're going through, I think there is like a Nyaube pandemic in South Africa, especially amongst our black males. In the show there are featured some females that are also addicted to the substance. If you don't know what Nyaube is a combination of lower grade heroin, cocaine, and cannabis mixed together, and it's extremely addictive. So what I tried to do is actually go online, and I was trying to, you know, find out statistics, general statistics about Nyaube, and unfortunately they're outdated. The only dated thing that I could find was a 2019 dissertation that was written in Witwatersrand, I think by a guy named Lebogang, and he stated that the provinces that are highly affected by the substance is Gauteng, followed by Mpumalanga, then the Northwest province. So the reason why this show has really touched my heart and I like watching it so much is because I'm affected by the substance, indirectly, because I do have family members that are addicted to substances. I suspect it might be nyaope, I don't know. And we all know the stigma around having a family member that is that is addicted to this. We all know even like your bronze hoop earring, like it's not safe in a house. Is affected by substances. And when I saw that show, it really touched my heart, and I was like, you know what, Matlosana is so close to my home. I could take my family member there and get the help that they need. But then what I also realized, that realistically speaking, a person has to be ready to let go of the substance. So when I started watching it, started following the family members. So Thabang the host.
Yeah, Thabang.
He started following the family members and asking, okay, about the guys. How did he grow up? How did he get addicted to nyaope, which is mostly through friends and all of that. And then at the end, he takes them there. So he was very hard on them, and I didn't understand why initially. I was like, this guy, what's wrong with this guy? He's a psychologist. Yeah. Like, what gives him the right to act the way that he's acting? No, Khani, he's also walked in their shoes and he understands. And now it makes so much sense when I watched last night's episode, which was on this Saturday, and 3 of them decided that they want to go home because they're tired and they don't want to be part of the program anymore. And there's a guy there named Liburu, and they spoke to his father, and his father did say that he's not ready.
Yeah,
and he doesn't believe that he's going to make it. And then 2 guys escaped, so they jumped the fence back and then they came back to Rustenburg, go Muruling. And then 1 voluntarily left because the 3 left. I think because the other 3 can leave.
Ariana, he's recovered, so he just wants to go home. Nothing will happen if he gets home. He's fine. So he just decided to leave because I think it's because his friends left.
I think it's because and a lot of them actually, they're gonna show next week that they also want to go because their friends have left. And what else did I wanted to talk about regarding that? Oh yes, then next week he's going to go back to Muruling and actually talk to them and speak to them. Why did you leave? Why are you disappointing your family so much? Because it's just so disheartening, guys. And the thing is with nyaope, it touches the black community a lot.
It does.
For me, like it's one thing, like especially our black males. I don't understand why. Who gives them this drug, and why is it mostly because from what I know, black males that are, I'm not saying other demographics or not, but mostly they're the ones that are dying from this drug.
I think the reason why it is like that is because black community is like they're suffering more than other communities. Like there's poverty, there's a lot of issues, there's issues at home, like there's a lot of issues that black people actually go through. Yes, that people actually go through. So.
And the sad part is that, like, when a person is like addicted to this thing, I'm not saying it's right what they're doing when they go and they steal and whatever, but the way that we treat the people that are addicted to this drug, sometimes it's like, yes, you're the one that put yourself on it, but we need to understand the systemic reasons why our black people are addicted to these things. Then we turn on them like they are monsters. Even if they didn't do anything, we burn them at the stake. Down there,
I get it for the benefit of the doubt.
We don't educate ourselves about it's like I think we need to look at it we need to look at it in a different lens. And I thank that presenter Thabang for going through this journey. I know how emotional it is, and I know probably he's also frustrated.
Yeah,
he is. It's an everyday struggle. Substance abuse and having to recover is going to be an everyday struggle. And I hope that this show gains traction, and I hope that this is not the end of the show, and it's a continuing show. And I hope that we have more positive shows like these
more real shows.
More real show in the reality TV space. Yes, we like the fun and
like glamour and all of that, but
this show is definitely a a must-see, guys. Please check it out next week on Saturday, 8:30 on Moja Love.
Ready
it's a good
to
show,
quit.
ready to quit. And yeah, let's support these guys. Let's support our
local
content. Okay, yeah, and let's support our people that are like, you know, addicted to these things. I don't know, you know, what else I can say. I mean, if you do have family members and you are interested in this place, it's called Sand Park with an ASAN Park, and it's in Klerksdorp, and it's been around for 50 years, so it's a very good place. If you're thinking and if you know of somebody who would like to turn their life around, this is the resource that we found.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. That's about it, right?
Yes, we're done.
We hope you guys enjoy it. Please don't forget to follow us at the Checklist 11 on Instagram. See you in another video. Bye.